There was once a rapper named Darius King. For almost 20 years, people called him a genius. His albums changed the sound of American music. He could take gospel choirs, broken drums, and old soul records, then turn them into songs that made people feel like their lives mattered. College students played his music in dorm rooms at 2 a.m. Truck drivers played it on empty highways. Kids played it through cheap headphones while walking home from school. For a long time, Darius King was not just a rapper, he was a soundtrack. Then, he changed. At first, it was small. A strange interview, a cruel comment, a public argument that made people uncomfortable. Then the comments got worse. The interviews got uglier. He said things that hurt people, and he surrounded himself with people no one wanted to be associated with. Every few months, there was another headline, another clip, another reason for people to say, "I'm done with him." Eventually, almost everyone was. Radio stations stopped playing his songs. Brands cut ties with him. People deleted old posts where they had called him their favorite artist. Fans who had spent years defending him suddenly acted like they had never liked him at all. Then something strange happened. People stopped saying, "Darius King is a terrible person." They started saying, "His music was never good." They said his albums were overrated. They said his lyrics were fake. They said the songs that once made them cry were manipulative. They said anyone who still listened to him must secretly agree with everything he had said. That was the part that confused Noah. Noah was 26 years old. He worked at a record store in Chicago, one of the last independent record stores in the city. Most days, he sold old vinyl records, used CDs, cheap speakers, and coffee that tasted like burnt plastic. Noah had grown up listening to Darius King. Not because he cared about celebrity culture. Not because he thought Darius was perfect, but because one particular album had been there when nothing else was. When Noah was 16, his father lost his job. A few months later, his parents separated. Then his older brother left for college and barely came home. Their apartment became quiet. Not peaceful quiet. The kind of quiet that makes you feel like your whole life is slowly falling apart in another room. One night, Noah found an old pair of headphones in a drawer. He put on Darius King's album, Late Lights. There was one song on it called Keep Driving. It was not even Darius's most famous song, but there was a line in it. "You don't need to know where the road ends, you just need enough gas to leave tonight." Noah listened to that song every night for months. It did not fix his family. It did not make his father find a job. It did not make his brother come home, but it made Noah feel less alone. Years later, after Darius King became impossible to defend, Noah stopped playing the album in public. He did not want to argue. He did not want people to think he supported everything Darius had become. So he put the record in a box beneath his bed. One afternoon, a teenager walked into the record store. He could not have been older than 17. He wore a gray hoodie and looked nervous. He walked around the store for 10 minutes before finally coming up to the counter. "Do you have Late Lights?" he asked. Noah froze. "The Darius King album?" he said. The kid nodded. Noah looked toward the shelf. The store still had one copy. It had been sitting there for months. No one wanted to buy it. Noah lowered his voice. "You know what he's done, right?" The kid looked at him. "Yeah," he said. "Everybody knows." Noah waited. The kid looked down at the floor. "My mom used to play it when she drove me to school," he said. "She died last year." For a few seconds, neither of them spoke. Then the kid added, "I don't like him. I don't think he's a good person. But that album reminds me of her." Noah looked at the record. The cover showed a city at night with streetlights blurred through rain. He remembered hearing it for the first time in his own dark bedroom. He remembered believing, for just a few minutes, that he might survive growing up. He handed the record to the kid. "That'll be $12, Noah said. The kid took out his wallet. Then he stopped. "Is it bad that I still like it?" he asked. Noah did not answer right away. Outside, cars moved through the wet Chicago streets. A bus groaned to a stop across the road. The record store speakers were playing something safe, something nobody would get angry about. Finally, Noah said, "No." The kid looked up. "No," Noah repeated. "It's not bad. You can believe someone did terrible things. You can believe they should face consequences. You can refuse to support them and still admit that a song meant something to you." The kid held the record against his chest. "But people say that means I'm defending him." "No," Noah said. "Sometimes people confuse understanding a feeling with excusing a person." The kid left the store a few minutes later. That night, Noah went home. He opened the box beneath his bed and took out late lights. For a while, he just stared at it. He thought about Darius King. He thought about the people Darius had hurt. He thought about all the things Darius had said that could not be taken back. Then he thought about his 16-year-old self, a scared kid in a quiet apartment, listening to one song because he did not know what else to do. Noah put the record on. The music started, and for the first time in years, he let himself admit the truth. The artist had changed, or maybe he had always been worse than Noah wanted to believe. But the comfort Noah felt at 16 had been real. The song had not lied to him. The artist may have failed, but the moment had not. Maybe that was the part people were afraid to say out loud. You do not have to protect the artist. You do not have to forgive the artist. You do not have to pretend the artist deserves your money, your praise, or your support. But you also do not have to rewrite your own memories. A bad person can make something beautiful, and something beautiful can still matter to you. Not because the person who made it was good, but because at one point in your life you needed it, and it was there.